Greeley Medical Center Foundation exists to further the mission of the Medical Center. The impact of the foundation and philanthropy can be felt throughout everything we do. There are many stories to be told. Take, for instance, the story of Mary Ann Gardner, a longtime hospice volunteer who recently had a personal experience at the Israel Family Hospice House.
I knew a little bit about loss because I lost my husband in 1975 and I was left with 6 little ones under the age of 14. And so I knew what it was like to lose somebody and not have any preparation for it, and so I really got interested in it, and it's become a passion since then. My granddaughter, Melissa Veers, was here for 3 weeks. While she was here, one of her goals was to have one of her children. She had 3 children, and the second boy was turning 4, and she was bound determined to go home for his birthday party, which wasn't possible. So thanks to Cindy and all the staff here, they said we could have the birthday party here. So the grandmas made the cakes and things. We had it in the family room. Big, we think we had 40 people. Had a lot of little children, her children, a lot of the cousins and everything, and they were all running around, and it was just a marvelous, marvelous experience to see those children still enjoy, and Melissa was still, able to enjoy that even though she sat here in the wheelchair. As we noticed, these chairs are kind of big for 2-year-olds, and we were all saying, okay, don't fall. They were trying to climb and this and that and everything, and so somewhere along the way, it just, this dream just came that how nice it would be to have a little child-sized bench.
Now the family is giving back. They saw a need for a child's bench and donated the funds to the foundation to purchase it.
I want a big thanks to Cindy Edge, our director here. She listened to my dream, and she told me where to pass it on to the foundation, and the foundation has been wonderful. We want other families to know that, life goes on and love goes on, and children are loved, and they will continue.
Evidence shows that advanced education for nurses leads to better outcomes for patients. That's why at Mary Greeley Medical Center, we've launched an initiative to increase the number of nurses prepared with a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Joelle Sprecher, who is an oncology nurse at Mary Greeley Medical Center, is taking advantage of this RN to BSN program.
We want to take very good care of our patients, but we also want them to get better, to stay better longer, and to have minimal interruptions to their life. So it doesn't surprise me that research has shown that the more BSN prepared nurses you have at a hospital, the better the patient outcomes. When we started out PCTs.
The Medical Center is committed to the RN to BSN program and the impact it will have on our patients. Over the next 2 years, the foundation has generously committed to help support our tuition reimbursement program.
I always wanted to get my bachelor's degree, and Mary Greeley's made it very convenient with classes here on campus, and then also has made it very affordable with tuition reimbursement. The BSN program teaches you to step away from being a task-oriented nurse and to start seeing the patient as a holistic being. So you learn not only to look at how the illnesses and the treatments to these illnesses affect the person physically, but also spiritually, emotionally, psychologically.
In 2011, Mary Greeley Medical Center broke ground on the largest construction project in our history. We're building a new inpatient tower that will house our inpatient medical and surgical units, as well as our oncology unit. We're really excited that our new patient rooms will be more comfortable and enhance the healing environment for our patients. They'll also be more comfortable for our visitors, and we believe will provide a better workspace for our physicians and staff. We will create an enhanced main entrance with a covered skywalk from the parking garage. Our healing environment will include rooftop gardens and other outdoor spaces. We will expand and modernize our emergency department, which will ultimately improve access to quality care in our community. This building project will help us meet the needs of our community now and well into the future.
I'm passionate about this project because I think it's essential for this community in providing excellent health care, continuing to provide these wonderful services that have been available, and the aspects of the building project addressing patient rooms, emergency room services are going to continue to improve on what's already an extraordinary product that Mary Greeley Medical Center provides.
In support of this historic building project, the Foundation launched the Extraordinary Visions Campaign, a $6 million fundraising campaign chaired by Dr. John Fleming and Dan and Sharon Krager. Since launching the campaign in 2011, we have seen extraordinary community support.
Last fall, we broke ground on the Extraordinary Visions campaign, and it became apparent that we had a lot of interest in our long-term and long-time donors. But it struck a chord with a lot of new donors, and people got excited about it. They embraced it, they put their arms around the project. And going forward, we're very excited that this has generated so much interest in people who previously were not involved with the hospital campaigns.
Our campaign cabinet of nearly 30 volunteers have been telling the story throughout our community. They're passionate about the project, and more importantly, the impact it'll have on healthcare, both now and in the future.
I volunteered for this project because A, I was very passionate about it, and even though I'm retired and will not be practicing medicine at this medical center going forward, I want to see this medical center continue to thrive.
The impact of philanthropy reaches throughout the medical center and our community. Last year, thousands of individuals and businesses made gifts to support our mission. From meeting an immediate need, like the bench at the Israel Family Hospice House, to investing in nurse education, in supporting our RN to BSN program, or investing long-term in the future of healthcare through our Extraordinary Visions campaign. The foundation makes it possible for the Mary Greeley Medical Center to meet the healthcare needs of our community both now and into the future.